Welcome to August 1823 Stitchers. That's Sally.
That's Angie.
And we are
Crazy for Cross Stitch.
And we have Gus down at my feet. So if you hear him scratching the carpet and me yelling at him, that's what it's about. Okay, so we have the usual calendar, no previous finishes, and no fully finished objects. We have some do we have fully finished?
I do have a fully finished object.
Sally has a fully finished.
I did get the second one.
We have some
done
finished
though.
objects. Sally has some new starts. We have a few whips, and then we'll continue with our needles up and book review, stash investments, plans, and it's going to be short and sweet today, folks.
Probably.
So
I've been more monogamously stitching, and today is October 1st, 2025, and this is episode number 41. We're welcoming back any previous viewers, or if you just happen to come across us and want to be entertained, because we do people tend to laugh sometimes at what we do. Not that we're paid comedians, but things happen. Anyway, thank you for joining us, and if you like what you see, hit that like button, subscribe button. If we say something that you don't quite understand or want some more details, drop us a comment. We do eventually read them. So we'll go ahead and get started. All right, so I have an FFO. I am working on the quintessential Frisian smalls, and I've stitched the scissors fob, and I have completely finished the pin pillow. And it's on 20 count porcelain by Roxy Flosstube. This is a collaboration between Modern Folk Embroidery, Roxy Flosstube, and Evertote. And so here's the pin pillow, and I put my initials on the back. So 20 count. It is hard to get under those back stitches. So that's my only FFO.
okay, so then we have finished objects.
Yep.
I have 3.
All right, why don't you do one, then I'll do mine, and you do,
Okay.
I guess. We'll alternate.
All right. The first one I'm showing you is the last one I finished for this month. And this is Well Hello There by Hands On Design. It's in the Polar Plunge series. And it's the one that everyone thought I would start with because I love whales. But I wanted to finish with it. So it is the last one I'm doing. And if you look on the pattern, you'll see a bunch of extra stitching. I don't do that extra stitching. I left the ornament off in the middle because it really shows off the whale's tail and the whale just being surrounded by the mountains like it's swimming through the channel. And I just thought that was much better. And the birds are really cute as well. And on the mountains, the trees had Christmas decorations on them, just gold bulbs and string, and it didn't look so great in my opinion. So I just left it as plain old trees. So I like to simplify my patterns. So that's my first finish.
Okay, well, my finish came out of this book, Tiger Paws. It was copyrighted a very long time ago because the book only cost $4, and it's hard to get a book that's less than $4. 1980. I was in the 7th grade. No, I was a freshman in high school. Yeah, it was the back end of my freshman, start my sophomore. Anyway, I'm doing this for the Orange Fabric Challenge from Sal from Adelaide Stitches.
There's actually a Facebook page
Yes.
for it.
And so I finished up my CLEMSON.
So you need to post that.
My Clemson.
I know somebody who will be happy to see it is Laura from Stitching by the Shore.
Exactly.
You should post that on her page too.
Oh, I shouldn't do that.
She's
I
a
have to take a
Clemson
picture and do that.
fan. She went to Clemson
She
as
did.
well.
She was a couple years behind me.
Yes.
And so that's my only FO
Okay.
that I brought with me. I have one at home, but I left it because I was rushing around a little bit today.
My second finish I'm showing you is actually the first finish I did for the month. And it is Ocean of Wisdom 2 by Erica Michaels. And in it has different ways you can pick and choose what you want to do. You can do the whole pattern, you can do line by lines. I did, through many comedies of errors, I ended up doing this. And my favorite lines were harbor strength, watch the whales, and anchor your soul. And I love the little pelican and the whale, of course, with its little spout. And it took all my patience to do this pattern because of all the lines in between, you know, each thing. I'm not a big fan of all that, but I left it off and then I went back and filled them in because it just didn't look right without it. So
Well, it kind of separates the thoughts.
Yeah.
When you think about it, like a band sampler.
Anyway, it's done, and it'll be a nice pillow or whatever my finisher decides.
No,
it
whatever
should be.
the stitcher decides she
So,
wants
I'm
it to
thinking
be.
a flat pillow,
Okay.
but
A flat pillow.
I don't think it
I don't
needs
like
to be a
flat
bulgy.
pillows.
Well, then you can do a bulgy pillow, but you'll have to leave a lot extra white around it so you can see the whole thing.
I'll work with it.
So
I'll figure out something.
anyway,
I could put some fabric strips around it, and then it could still be
it is
bulgy.
the second finish that I had this month.
Okay.
And all of these that I've been showing you are on my year of WIPs, where you select at least 10 projects and try to finish at least half of them through soulful stitching.
I don't know. I'm not doing that challenge.
Anyway, the last one is my biggest one, and I just finished. It's my middle finish, but it took me the entire retreat weekend to get it all finished. This is by Yasmin, Made with Love, and I'm leaving off the quote and the border. I just want to do the peacock because I want the peacock to be a panel on a project bag. This is on, is it 14 count? What do I have there?
Yep, 14
count Custard Cosmo. I just wanted the peacock to really pop, so I put it on this yellow Custard Cosmo. Cosmo is really soft to work with, and the holes are easy to see. It had a lot of ninja stitching, more than I thought it would have, so it took me longer to do than I thought it would too. But I think it's gorgeous, and I can't wait to see it. It's a project bag. So that's my biggest finish. Not my biggest one on my year of WIPs. That was Super Mario, but it's my second biggest finish. So now I have 6 of the 10 finished, and so I met, you know, the requirement, but I'm going for, you know, others. I'm going to try to do the other 4. I'm going to work on those as well. So that's the end of the finishes for me. And I'm going to pass the peacock over to Sally because she's going to take it home and make a project bag out of it. Can't wait to see it.
Did you already buy the fabric for that?
The fabric's over there in the bag.
Okay, I thought so, but I wasn't 100% sure.
When we take it out of the Q-snap and stuff and take the needle minder and all that stuff off, we can
All right, I'll take it
just
home.
take it home in that bag.
Might try my new sewing machine out.
Yeah, that's right. So that's the end of the finishes.
Yep. I'll let you keep that
this.
for right now, though. Cause all right. Well, I have one new start. I have a great nephew that is going to be born either the end of October or 1st of November-ish. He's due November 6th, but the doctor said he might come early. And I ordered a kit off of Amazon. And last week when I was dog sitting, one of the dogs decided they wanted to munch on the cover. So here's the cover. If you need a better picture, I will show you. I did download a picture of it from the website. But this is In the Jungle birth announcement. It's a kit by Jamlin, and it was on Amazon. And this is how I started in the middle because with kits I do that. And so there we are. I'm using the kit fabric, which is very stiff Aida as usual, and the kit floss. And his brother, they're keeping the jungle baby theme. His brother has a Stony Creek one. I was not going to replicate that one. Once was enough for me on that. And so this is the one. His name's going to be Jack Alexander. So that's as far as I've gotten.
Just to mention, we have all of our WIPs on a little chart,
Google Doc.
Google Doc, listed in the description below that you can just click on and you can see the fabric, the threads. So if we forget to bring it up, you can find it on the Google Doc.
Yeah, the designer. And I added a Google Doc for the 3 projects that Angie and I, working on together.
Oh, good. And
I did make it public. So
both of us like loop starts. So we do 2 strands over 1 for me, because I do Ada exclusively. Sally does over 2 sometimes.
I do. I go up to 32. It's interesting. I can stitch on 20 count Ada, but I struggle on 40 count anything, because I guess because the holes just seem to be smaller or closer together. I don't know what it is. I'm just slower at it, so I tend not to put myself into that situation. But I don't mind stitching on 20 count Ada because I like how tiny things are, and they're so adorable. They're cute, almost miniature. All right, so now on to WIPs.
The only WIP I have that we work on together is my temperature piece. This is called Walk With Me. It's by Stitching Mommy. I do the dog version. Sally does the cat version.
Yep, here's mine. I figured we'd put them together, but yeah, the cat version. Angie's a little jealous because I have more fun stuff in between the cat.
I have to follow, certain paths.
Well,
So,
cats just do what they want to.
I'm trying to work around to doing the fire hydrant right here. So we're 3/4 of the way.
Yes, because today is the last quarter of the year.
Yep.
So here's my progress through last Wednesday, because we stitch it on Thursdays. We update on Thursdays, or try to update on Thursdays, so we run through the Wednesday before. And I know today is Wednesday, so tomorrow technically I would be updating, but half the time I end up doing about 2 weeks at a time, because it doesn't take a whole lot of time. Obviously, last couple of weeks has been rather warm, so that's why we have all those oranges. And
we live in South Carolina.
Yes, we do.
It's very warm here.
And they were threatening a hurricane, but Umberto pulled it out to sea with him. So we didn't have.
We had
some
the rain we needed so desperately,
but
so
not
that was good.
Not the flooding. They originally thought it was going to be up to 20 inches of rain, and we're like,
yeah,
nope.
And my version of the dog walk is here. I'm saving most of the pads to work on after I finish the year. Now, then I'll go back and finish all the gray.
Oh, that's like
stuff.
Saving the border to the end, and
it's like fill in. So
it's like
I'll just
saving the border to the end.
And the fire hydrant will go right here, and it's 350, which is one of the colors of the toe over here. I was thinking today that I was watching Stitching by the Shore, and Laura is doing a pumpkin birthday sal. And she said you could do pumpkin colors. Well, we've been doing pumpkin colors since way back here on our temperature stitches. So,
oops, sorry.
And mine's on 14 count Seafoam by Barefoot, because I wanted a grungy green like a dog path would be.
All right. So my next WIP is one that Angie and I are doing together. And this is what it's going to look like when we finish it. We both have it in Pattern Keeper. There we go. I call it Coffee Magic. I think it says The Magic of Coffee is the title. And pretty much Angie's doing the side with the whale on it, and I'm doing the side with the dragon on it. And so we're using... what is this color?
Purple Rain.
Purple Rain. Oh, well, there it is. We're using 16 count Purple Rain from Barefoot Needle Arts, and 48 is the DMC. And so I got the dragon finished.
So now we have the whale and dragon. The biggest pieces.
Yes, well, that big coffee urn thing.
The third biggest piece is that coffee urn, which Sally did.
So I'm gonna keep it until our next time, and I'm thinking about doing the banner across the top that says The magic of coffee, I think. Let me look back at our original. Yes, magic of coffee. Except I'm going to do the coffee side. Whatever's on the side where the dragon is what I'm thinking that should evenly distribute. I guess I could do the F and then the coffee. Anyway, we'll figure that out. So there's my progress on that. I know the Purple Rain
done anything
like
on the Wizard of Oz or Count Your Blessings. I've been sickly. As you can see by my September calendar, I started the month off really well. I was doing 3 projects a day, sometimes 4. And then I got to the second half of the month, and I can't even get allergies without them turning into being sickly. So, I just haven't felt like today I haven't done a lick of stitching. I just haven't felt like it. But
it is what it is.
Yep.
You got any other whips?
Yes, I do.
Okay, because I got one more.
I was going to say, I have 2.
All right, do one, I'll do one, and you do one.
Well, I'll do this one since it's the one that is our competition piece for...
Oh, that was the other thing. We sang His Eyes on the Sparrow yesterday.
Oh, that's a good song.
That was one of my aunt's favorite songs. Well, kind of like the refrain part.
There used to be a store called Dixie Darling, and they used to be where you could find the Foxwood crossing patterns.
They developed the Foxwood crossing patterns.
And this is one of them that I have already done once, but a cat peed on it before I could get it fully finished, and so I'm redoing it. I went back to Dixie Darling, and I bought another kit. And this came as a full kit, except for the grime guard that I have. And the fabric that I have to finish it with. Anyway, I've been working on a jacket, and I only had 3 rows to the left of the buttons there and 3 rows to the right of the buttons there, and now I've finished the best part of the jacket. And next I'll be doing horizontal sleeves, very short sleeves up here, and then hay sticking out of them. So this piece is done on 11 count blue
something.
Misty Blue Ada. And the jacket uses Caron Wildflowers, not my favorite. And I had to, the pattern said to do it so that it was a striping effect, so I kept having to redo it and frog it and redo it. And Sally frogged quite a bit of it for me. And we kind of jokingly, oh, it's 10 count, sorry.
No, 11 count, it's 10 count.
It's 10 count.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, she's doing His Eyes on the Sparrow by Heartstring Samplery, which is a humongous pattern, and it's going to take me just as long to get this one done. So.
And you started it before I did.
The first time I flew through it, had no problems, but the second time I'm not very happy about it. So anyway, we're in a race to see who gets done first. She will probably finish first.
Speaking of,
I'm going.
Here is my His Eyes on the Sparrow, and I am almost halfway through. So I'm folding up the fabric. Angie, if you'll hold part of it. I was hoping to have this sitting down deer done on the other side. So I'm assuming I can't see. Okay, so just pull it your way. So this is almost halfway done, as you can see. Oops, as it folds down. And yes, there's threads. I'm almost through with this. Scoot it your way a little bit. There we go. Thank you. This deer right here. I've got the outline of him, and I'm filling him in, and then I've got just a little bit more, and then this is a half a page. But I've got a couple of motifs down here on the bottom, and there's a couple up here. It mirrors the other side. The colors are just different. So I need to bring this basket down and some other, and then over here get the border, and then I will be halfway through, exactly halfway. My goal is to try to get it finished by December 31st. I'm not promising, because next year I have a different focus. A different piece I want to focus on. And that's all I have.
She's working that on paper, not on Pattern Keeper, and you should see what
Great.
the dog did to her.
Oh, my pattern.
Her pattern.
Here, I can show you the backside. It enjoyed the same. I'm sure it was the same dog that ate the other pattern. It took a nice little chunk out of my working copy, but it's okay. I'm almost through this working copy anyway.
Yeah.
And that's all I have for
I only have one
WIP.
left. I've been doing the gridiron grind. I'm behind on the one for Clemson, which is the Purple Christmas Ball. I haven't done anything on it. I have to have a clear mind to work on it, and I haven't had a clear mind for a few weeks. But I have been working on Lady Liberty for Liberty.
University.
Yes, Liberty University. There's 3, 4, what is it? 1, 2, there's 3 in this booklet, typeface patterns, and I chose to do Liberty. Everybody else is doing red, white, and blue patriotic stuff, and I just wanted to be different. So, and I've done some red, white, and blue ones too, and I'm working on some red, white, and blue ones, but I just wanted a different one that we could have on display in the library. Our chapter is trying to do display next year for 250 years.
We need to find some $2
So
bills.
we've all been working on little projects to display.
Yeah.
And we got one person working on One Nation, so it'll be interesting to see how we get that in display. This is I'm almost halfway through. This is on Blush Rogue, which I believe is 16 count, and it's mostly the called for DMC, except I went one color darker on the dark portion, because it just didn't have enough of a difference to me. I wanted more of a contrast between the spikes to here to here, here to here, here to here. I just want them all to stand out. And I've got an even darker color that I'm using for the eyes and the mouth, so that they'll stand out somewhat. So that's Lady Liberty. And that one, I think by the end of football season, if Liberty scores anything,
they scored 7 last week, so it's
Yeah.
42 minutes.
yeah, and I haven't done that 42 minutes yet, but hopefully they'll be scoring better and I'll be able to get more done on Liberty. Now, the other thing I'm working on, which has helped me get those 3 finishes, is volleyball stitching. And this is what I'm doing for volleyball. And I just updated the top 10, which basically they just kind of mixed up a little bit. But the bottom 2 changed from TCU and SMU to Minnesota and Texas A&M, moving up to the top 10. So they'll be getting more stitching. And because I have all these finishes, I decided to fill in the blanks. So and I still haven't decided on one for the peacock, I don't believe.
Bless you guys.
For Harbor Your Strength, I'm putting in the Summer Quaker. For the Polar Plunge series, I'm putting Noel Blue to be New Start. For the July month to month, I'm putting in the French Hen, Satsuma Street. For January month to month, I'm putting in Fish and Chips. So we'll see different patterns coming out. Now, this is what I do as I watch each volleyball game, or I watch Great British Bake Off Sale, which I'm also behind on, or I do Gridiron Grind. I write them down, and over here on the right hand side I do a check mark, and I'm behind. I'm all the way back to September 11th for some of them. I mean, I've got others done, but I'm way back there. So hopefully I'll catch up. we'll see. And that's the end of all our whips. Gus,
Yes.
are you okay, buddy?
Like it's like he's sneezing, but it
you
almost
okay?
sounds like
Did you lick the carpet and get all hair in your throat?
that might be what it was. It almost sounded like, but he
Oh,
didn't.
poor
It almost
baby.
sounded like he was gonna
Oh.
curl, but he didn't.
Cough.
Yeah, it's from that kennel cough
Yeah.
shot.
No, he had that shot.
I know, but just because you have it doesn't
Cost
mean
me
you don't get it.
$171 to get that
But just
shot.
because you get it doesn't mean the dog
Yes,
won't
so.
get it at the kennel.
'Cause-
All right.
Okay.
Anyway, so
And
next next up is Needles Up, and I have not been watching a lot of Flosstube, just my usuals when I think about it. But last week when I was dog sitting, I didn't ask for the Wi-Fi password, so I didn't watch it.
I don't have any new ones, but there are some that I haven't mentioned in a while that I think you need to watch. One of them is Animal Instinct. Actually, she just put one out today, but her last one, she did a little teapot that she put together that was about the size of that pen pillow, and it is gorgeous and so cute. But she's working on that Firefly
with the cats.
all the cat version of it,
It's full
and she's
colors.
got three cats done,
think
I
so.
believe, and she's working on the galaxy behind them, and so you see that just about every time she shows, because she only does monthly videos. She does recaps of the previous month. She's from Australia, and she's very talented stitcher, and I like how she quilts her cross stitches and puts them on the back of her couch.
Oh, yeah.
You know,
That is nice.
and
Excuse me, I got lost
she
too.
does that daishiki stitching or whatever it's
I don't know
called.
what that
I
is.
can't remember. It looks like Maori, Maori or whatever
I
you,
don't know
however
any
you
of that
say
stuff
it.
either.
It's really very good. She's very talented. Okay, so then another person I wanted to talk about is also Australian, and that is Fun with Cross Stitch. And she's really gotten into the stamped cross stitches kits from Temu. She pays like a couple of dollars for these humongous stamped cross stitches that have all this floss and everything. And she just finished one of the smaller ones, which is about the size of my peacock. And it was a peacock, and she's making it into a pillow. And she's had other small finishes as well, and one big finish. Now, she does a lot of full coverage, and 3 of the full coverages she does are pictures that she's taken and put into pattern. One of her husband, one of her husband's truck, one of her nephew and his fiance getting engaged while they're sitting in a tree.
Oh, okay. All right, guys.
But she tends to do like Australian animals, especially tigers, and she likes to do cats as well. She has one that I haven't seen in a while that I'm dying for her to get it back out. It's an elephant, and in the elephant are other animals like giraffes and
Yeah, I've
stuff
seen
like
that
that. And that's my favorite one. She's also very popular on Flosstube because she's got Toy Story, that big heaven and earth Toy
I didn't
Story.
know. I hadn't seen that. I haven't watched her enough to see that
She's
one.
got it, I think, more than halfway done, and lots of other full coverages that are very far done. So I would highly
You're
recommend.
like my cat, buddy.
Yeah, I wish Fun with Cross Stitch would
John?
be in
Put that
America
here.
so I could buy her bags,
There
because
we
she
go.
sells bags, and
All right.
but coming from Australia, it just won't work.
Oh yeah, postage is ridiculous.
Yeah. But she's very talented stitcher. And the third one I wanted to mention that I don't believe mentioned in a while is American. And she changed her floss tube from half stitch cross stitch, which I finally had memorized, to sit, stay, stitch with commas between them. Because she wants you to sit down, stay, and stitch a while, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, she's Dina, and she's in Georgia, I believe. And she's another talented stitcher, but she does more small stuff. and she did the Polar Plunge series, and she's probably the reason I found a Polar Plunge series. She's done all the stockings, and you know, those stockings that are on black, and anyway, she does a little bit of full coverage. She just finished a Teresa Winsler nativity, which is absolutely gorgeous.
I bet it is.
And she's worth a watch. So sit, stay, stitch. Okay, so the last thing we need to talk about are books. And I've been reading suspense stories. Now, I'm not into Halloween and spooky stuff, but I will read suspense. And I realized I hadn't read suspense in a long time. And I found out that Paige Shelton, one of my favorite cozy mystery authors, wrote a suspense series. And I thought, well, I liked her cozy mysteries, so I'll try her suspense. Well, they're completely different. Not cozy at all. But let me tell you, bone-chilling, intense suspense stories. Not Halloween grotesque stuff. Meet Gus.
Yeah.
But anyway, the first book was Thin Ice. And it starts out with her recovering from a head injury, brain surgery, from where she'd been hit with a hammer by the guy who kidnapped her for 3 days and kept her in his van, and she keeps having flashbacks to that. Well, in the meantime, she used to work with her grandpa in a police station, and she goes in hiding, but somehow she gets drawn into another mystery, and she decides to hide in Alaska. And so it's a creepy mystery as well. And so you finish that book and you're left hanging because she's still being not sure who the guy is. She can't remember the guy exactly, and they haven't figured out who he is that kidnapped her and hit her with a hammer and stuff. So she's still in hiding from him. And there's another mystery that happens in this little itty bitty town of Alaska. So I already have book 3 ready to start, and I will highly recommend, if you like suspense, but you know, that's not vampires and, you know, Halloweenish, just serial killers and things like that. I would highly recommend this series by Paige Shelton. The series is called Alaska Wild. And first book is first book is Thin Ice. Highly recommend. Highly.
All right, next up, Stash Investment.
Okay.
Gus, you're going to have to wait, baby.
Last time I didn't show Stash Investment, so that's mostly what I have to show. I showed my scissors, but I forgot to show my point protectors that I found. Here's 2 examples of them. That you put them on the end of your scissors, and it keeps your scissors from poking holes in your bags and things like that.
You can also use it for knit needle point protectors.
I'm a bookworm, so I thought that was appropriate, and I love cute animals. So I bought, and I got these at my Hobby Lobby. They had several zoo animals, and they also had A+ teacher. There were 2 bookworms and 2 A+ teachers in the pack, and they were very affordable. So I wanted to share that they do have those at Hobby Lobby.
They also have some others on the string.
I received in the mail my Noel in Blue, which is by Lita Studio. And I wanted ugly sweaters that weren't quite so ugly, but that had absolutely nothing to do with Santa Claus. So, and I like these blue ones. And Julia. Julia brought this brown paper over for me.
Perforated paper.
So, perforated paper to do them on. I can't wait to get them started. That'll be my new start for the month of October. And also, I do the auto buy from Cornhusker Stitchers. What's
Yeah,
it?
Cornhusker
Heartland Quilt
it's the
Studio.
Cornhusker State Stitchers.
Yeah. And this was October, and it's, what does it say? Cozy something.
Cozy feels and spooky chills.
Yeah. So if you like that kind of stuff, that would be a good one to do for October.
Well, the
So
yeah, there's some ghosts in there. The pumpkin's cute, and the birds are cute.
I might change spooky, but I can keep that. I might change spooky to creepy because I like reading suspense, you know. So anyway, the last piece of stash investment I got was the lady who we sent the bag,
Who won our bag?
the bag winner, sent us a whole bunch of Amazon mesh bags.
Yeah.
So they're mostly
They're all different colors.
8.5 by 11
Yeah.
size.
So a nice small project will fit in.
For small projects, you couldn't fit an 8 by 11 Q-snap in there and be able to zip it probably.
No, but you could
But-
put the pattern in and just have the Q snap separate. I mean, it would hold the pattern and it would hold the
Yes.
pattern and the stitch piece.
But anyway, we're very grateful to get those.
Yes.
So that's the last bit of stash investment.
Alrighty, so now we go on to plans.
I got to catch up.
Oh yeah, well
Basically,
I do too because I'm behind on his eyes on Sparrow.
I need to work on Wizard of Oz and Count Your Blessings, which I need your help putting into Q-snaps so I
Okay, I
can
can
get
do
them worked on.
I'll do that before I
And
leave.
I need to catch up on Gridiron Grind for Clemson and Great British Bake Off. And you saw all that whole list of volleyball games that I need to catch up on. So, you know, I need to catch up, and hopefully I can get to feeling where I can think better.
Well, I need to work on my fish and chips.
Yeah.
That was what was called, or I spun it on the wheel for my whip for this month. But I want to at least get to the third row on his eyes on the Sparrow.
So we have work to do,
Mm-hmm.
and that's about
That's it.
all I believe. So we hope that you have a great month. We hope we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
We're sorry we couldn't make 2 in September. We tried, but you know,
Life happens.
yeah, and not so life. So
Yeah, that too.
we appreciate your watching our show and hitting like, and please subscribe if you're watching and you're not subscribed. We have 370 something.
71, I think.
I don't
as of
know
this
370 people, so that's quite exciting. But you know, we could always up those numbers and be happy too. So,
Did we
says-
say this was episode? Oh, this was episode 41. I don't know if I mentioned that at the beginning. I
I
did
know,
mention
I
the
didn't.
date, and I can't remember. You know, sorry, blonde hair and all.
So,
Enhanced blonde hair.
with that said, we just want you to remember that
You are stronger than you know. Bye.